Hey folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
So, regret to inform you that our scheduled first guest, Brett Giuliano, is feeling under the weather and will not be here today. I'm about to play his trailer and drop his link, and y'all can go check his campaign out anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have my espresso bean? How'd you get out of prison? Good lawyer. Enough, Doc. Where's my bean? I don't have it. Jimmy's been kidnapped. Help me, and I'll do anything. What's in it for me? Information about your mother. Detective Mickey Potatoes is back, and this time the stakes are higher than ever. A priceless espresso bean is missing and a life is on the line. Join Mickey in an all-ages noir adventure packed with comedy, suspense, and heart. Support Detective Potatoes, Lord of the Bean on Kickstarter, and unlock exclusive rewards. Books, poker chips, minifigures, and more. Back the campaign today and help bring this thrilling mystery to life. Support independent storytelling. Support Detective Potatoes.
Hey, everybody, Dirk Manning here, the writer and creator of numerous comic books and graphic novels, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Brave but Not Dead, all kinds of stuff. And I am super excited for you because you are getting to watch right now, right this moment, out of all the things we're going to be doing, you're getting to enjoy and revel in the Madness Comic Network. And that is awesome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Welcome to Monday Madness. How you doing, everybody? So last minute changes. It's just the way things work sometimes. But we shuffled our second guest up into the first spot. You guys probably getting tired of seeing this guy. I know I am.
I had to change it up a little bit.
Good afternoon.
How are we doing today?
It's all action, brother. It's all action.
Let me like it.
You know, juggling at the last minute. It's something you have to be able to do.
Do I get a point now since I had to cancel a week ago?
Okay, yeah, you're
This is
even.
my point
You're back to even.
Yeah, we're back to even now.
See, all you had to do is move up 45 minutes and you're back to good. You know what I mean?
Then I'm fine. So you just got to be flexible a little bit, and then I can get back here. Back in your good list.
Yeah, Brett hit me up a little while ago, said he wasn't feeling well. So, you know, we'll check out Detective Potatoes. Still, like, there's 6 days to go on that, and it's still got a long ways to go to get to funded. So, you know, that's why I try to get him out here, try to help him get seen. That's what we do. But we move on to you, Brandon.
Yes.
Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Yeah, of course. I am Brandon Starocci. I am the creator and writer of Avalon Comic. Avalon is a post-apocalyptic zombie story that follows the Castle family through a nightmare's journey for their search for everlasting safety. Other than that, I'm just a normal guy.
Everlasting safety in a world of crazy
riot, infection, love.
Would you like to share your campaign page? Because I seem to have a problem here being able to pull it up. I don't know why.
Yes, let me pull something up here then. Share screen. What do I want to share?
I think I know where it is.
Let's make sure it's the right one, so we don't get any naughty stuff on here.
we do not want the hard R version. No.
Yes. It's coming up. There it is. There it is. Yes. I will not show the video because it's kind of just a last minute put together video that's going to explain what I'm going to explain right now anyway.
I'm actually going to play it when you leave.
Okay, that's even better.
You know what I mean? And then anybody who came in late will still get the short version running.
Right, yeah, because it basically just kind of goes over whatever we're going over right here. Are we just jumping right into it?
Yeah, just
okay.
tear it up, man. Tell the people why they should buy.
Yeah, yes, of course. So first and foremost, you're going to be getting the full season 1. You know what I mean? This is the final chapter, so you don't have to wait issue to issue to kind of get a whole story in one. So this will be the final chapter of season 1. You'll get a good understanding of what this story is definitely going to be by this point, if you haven't already. We have 6 issues out. With that being said, the 6 issues will be, again, the end of our series season, and then next step is going to be the trade paperback as well. But right now we're kind of just pushing this out because Demetrius is adamant about doing a remastered version of issue 1. And with that being said as well, I've mentioned before that we're doing one more print run of issue 1 and the standard art that we got, and after he's done with the remastered version, we're just going to stop with the printing of the original art from issue 1. And if you kind of just glanced at this and you like the art and Demetrius and how he kind of kills it, we made some quick deals for people explaining what some of them are. We have a first-time backer, obviously, with the catch-up tiers, PDF and physical. PDF is only $25 to, kind of get the whole story in one. Again, if you're just a little bit of a zombie fan, we always kind of mention that we really would almost guarantee that you're going to like this story, if even you're a zombie fan a little bit. Cover collectors, we have 3 of them to offer this time around. We have the standard cover that you see right here in the green. We have a really cool painted version color of cover B that we'll see in a little bit. And then cover G is going to be a gold foil cover of the cover A right up here as well. We have a kind of get it all supply crate tier. You get all PDFs of issues 1 through 6. You get all 3 covers, a Mrs. Martin poster, standard cover print, and a sticker bundle as well. So just kind of just get it all. Don't have to worry about it. Don't even think about it. There you go. Right here, we're kind of just showing you a gist of what, if you like any of these kind of projects, we guarantee that you're going to like Avalon. A little bit of all of this is in our stories. I'm a fan of all these kind of projects that you see in this kind of picture right here. All that stuff I hold close to me as well. There's a lot of inspiration that kind of comes from this stuff as well that kind of gets put into Avalon in its own way, in its own original way as well. We don't want to be, I've always said this in the past as well, we don't want to be anything else. We don't want to be another Walking Dead or anything like that. We want to be Avalon and only Avalon.
Yes, that's how you do this.
Yeah.
That's how you do this. I just took a quick glance through the original number 1. Okay. I just took a glance through this because it does have like basic page layouts and stuff, and it's before Demetrius blew up and started doing things
established.
He envisioned it, right? Guys, I'm just telling you straight up, if you don't know, you want to be all the way in on Avalon. You do.
Exactly what Pop said. Yeah. No, I mean, again, what you're getting out of Avalon, or at least, what I could speak of with everybody part of the team, is you're getting passion, you're getting dedication, and you're getting everything, put into this project. We're all, and we all love this project. We all love what we're doing with it. We all love the characters, the world that we built it. So you're really getting passion out of it as well as, and just pure dedication. All that good stuff too. Get them all. Just get them all right now. Just get them all.
Just get them all. Variants and everything.
Join the family. I love talking about this stuff too. I like talking about zombies in general, and I obviously like talking about people who have, they read Avalon and they have questions and all that stuff too. It's always exciting to have people come up at events. And actually, this last weekend, we did our local Erie Comic-Con, and people talking, asking about things too. It's always kind of fun and interesting to kind of hear people's takes on what they think and all that stuff. But
there's 2 different ways that I look at this stuff. It's sometimes I'm completely content with the story exactly as it is and where it's going, and I'm not questioning. I don't have, it's I got a pretty good idea what's happening and I'm content. And then there's stories like Laurie's that make me ask questions every day. Right?
Yes. Yes.
I'm totally content with your story and what I'm getting out of it, and totally happy waiting to see what happens next. Totally happy being patient, waiting to see what happens next. Laurie's just like, you want to knock the door down and find out what's really going on, because you know she's dragging it out for so long.
It's just like she's really making you work for it too. You know, this is more of just like we're telling you the story at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're learning it, and the way we're doing it though too is you're learning it through the eyes of the Castle family too. So it's not so much like, okay, you're learning every aspect of the world through other people. No, you're learning exactly what the Castle family learns too. So that's the way
as they're finding stuff out, you're finding stuff out. It's kind of like, you know.
Right. You know, I think it makes for, you know, the way we're telling the story, I think it makes it for a more interesting kind of ride, and, you know, and kind of just see the chaos unfold, you know, as they are. And, you know, obviously this says, what is Avalon? I kind of gave a brief description, you know, just to kind of summarize it as well as, you know, you're following the Castle family. It's a dysfunctional family, so almost anybody can kind of relate to that on some little level. We really focus on mental health and physical health issues that people deal with. You know, people who take medications, people dealing with anxieties, depressions, diabetes, sicknesses, cancers. What does that look like in a zombie apocalypse? What does that really look like in a zombie apocalypse? Not just brushed over like I've seen in other zombie shows or movies. It's kind of just shown there real quick, and then it kind of just fades away. But this is going to be really, you know, intertwined with the story as well. Like this panel we decided to show, because Mason right here, he's having an anxiety attack. You know, his asthma's getting bad. Okay, now he takes a puff of his inhaler. You know, and now it really, you know, when you sit back for a second, you're like, okay, what happens when Mason is out of puffs out of that inhaler, or if he loses it or whatever? What's next? Is it something he can cope with or not? But those are kind of questions that we make and kind of present to the audience that is reading the comic. You're getting 24 pages. The 1 through 23 is black, white, and blood, like you see right here. The last page will always have that splash of color, like you see right here. So right here, you know, Pops, you know, you've said it all the time too. You're a huge fan of the way kind of Demetrius really showcases the blood and the panel layouts and the intensity he brings to it. And this is just an example of what he's capable of doing with the
like
panels.
There's some pages where he actually uses the blood trail or blood splatter to actually frame the panels. He is amazing with what he does on these pages, and that's you know, has a huge, and usually it's not the artist that gets me, Brandon. Okay, so that's why I get blown away by what Dude did, because this is unique. It's just balls out amazing. You know.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I've said it in past shows as well, as I feel like I'm spoiled in this, you know, comic world now. I wasn't really a comic person growing up, and really got into it after starting Avalon. Now with having Demetrius constantly showing me stuff and kind of just giving me, you know, the story that I had in my head and putting it on paper so I could actually visualize it. You know, it's just a really cool kind of experience for myself and for everybody reading it as well. And then here's just a catch up kind of like explanation of what we got and what you're getting out of the issues and quick synopsis of them. And just, again, really looking at these covers. We show some interior art as well. You know, this is a double page spread to kind of touch on that blood, where it just really pops and brings your eye to it immediately. And then you start looking around the surrounding kind of page and seeing what, you know, is brought. And here's that page you're talking about.
I looked at that page exactly the opposite. I seen the two guys' faces on each side.
Really?
And then look to
then you're taking it in. Yeah. And this one is a good example too. Like when you really look at this page, if you look at it in PDF or here or in your comic itself, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this page. You know, a lot of things that symbolize what's coming in the future too. So Demetrius and myself, we both really love symbolism and Easter eggs. So it's always going to be in there. We're going to be almost telling you things in plain sight that if you're not looking for it, you won't know it. But if you see it, you're going to go, oh, that makes sense.
That page there. That page right there. You're just like, the fuck, he's separating those with blood.
And it's done in such a beautiful way, though, too, is because in this moment in the story, you know, Andy and Miller are in between rioters and infected. So it's just like the way he feels. I mean, even the blood feels like it's collapsing amongst Andy and Miller here with this intense moment kind of coming up in the story. It's such a beautifully done and drawn page. You know, he just adds another element to this story that I just feel like would never be able to be. In my end, I can't, you know, I wouldn't be able to script that. You know what I mean? He tells a story within the story, and it's such a beautiful thing he's able to do.
It's awesome. And all the covers, look,
Oh,
all the covers, the variants, it's all.
He just finds
Guys, everything about this series is freaking awesome. And it's like if you're not down and you like apocalyptic zombie type shit, this is one of those that you're gonna wish you had.
Well, and it's funny though too, and kind of like I explain to people, like when I go to events and chat with people, and they're like, "What's it about?" I'm like, even if they're not zombie fans, I tell them, I'm like, almost Avalon is almost like zombies are second. You're invested in the characters and the drama and the dysfunctionality that they're dealing with, their past and their issues. That's the part that really is the hook. Zombies are just happening. Zombies are just forcing this family together and to deal with their issues. So that's just like an alternative kind of effect in this world that we created. But the story is truly about this family and what they're going through, and especially with the zombies are really pushing them together and forcing them to deal with their issues amongst each other, and just in general that people deal with on a day-to-day basis. But moving on to this is probably my favorite cover. It brings a lot of intensity. There's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of symbolism. Foreshadowing what's to come. A lot of beautiful cover that Demetrius kind of sent this one out there.
And more blood framed panels.
Yeah. And right here too, huge intense scene, and the way he utilizes the blood to kind of sculpt the panel there and shape the head, just such a gross looking head, the huge crucial part of the story here as well. Something that's not really a spoiler because it's known from the beginning. We just wanted to really showcase to the audience what happens and how our infection is a little bit different, how mean they look, how the transition from human to zombie looks, all that stuff. It was such a I feel like a unique way to kind of tell kind of a story within a zombie story. Is just like how watching somebody close, one of the main characters, I would argue, kind of go through this transition and turning into a zombie as well in our world. So kind of a cool way to be done and shown as well by Demetrius.
And then we come to now.
Right now, we're wrapping this season up with issue 6 here. A quick kind of thing for people who have stuck around and kind of been here from the beginning and know from 1 to 5. You're getting a continuation from Cliff and Elisa's house. Now they're kind of getting pushed up against a wall. They have to figure out what their next move is going to be with all the chaos that they've already endured. With the weather starting to pick up, blizzards coming in, infections kind of coming in. What's their next move? They're getting pushed up against the wall, and then they have a huge question at the end of this kind of issue here to answer before moving on and all that stuff too. So everybody who's read up to 5 can kind of get what I'm saying. I just don't want to say too much of spoiling it, but you can kind of guesstimate what's happening here in issue 6. Here's some inking from just to kind of go over the shots, the visuals, close-ups. I told Demetrius, since I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan, there has to be some sort of feet showing. So there we got some feet.
You guys, hold on. You guys need to do an art book of line work, of Demetrius line work, with no color, no blood.
Yeah, like a coloring book or something. You're saying?
No, definitely like what do I call it? Like artist proof.
Mm-hmm.
And just take, not every page from every book, but the best pages from each book. Separate them into 6 chapters in the book, and give people a artist proof with just the line work, dude, because his art's badass.
Well, it's funny, too, and one thing that we wanted to really showcase, even on our website, we have like a canvas part that we really showcase his art with, like the pencils, the inking, and the coloring, and that transition from beginning to end. And just because, like you said, I'm a huge fan of Demetrius's art. I'll always be a fan of Demetrius, for as long as I live and all that stuff too. Like what he's able to do and what he's able to kind of articulate on panel, on page, is such a beautiful thing to watch, especially from like my perspective as well, as because I could see it from step to step to step. And that's something that we show on our website, and then we're actually in the future going to show more of in our trade paperback too. We're going to add a lot of bonus material.
This is where I was going. This is where I was going. When you do the trade, you do a art book as well. It's an art book looking back at the art. Okay, like you can have pencil on one side of the page and ink on the other side of the page.
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes.
Just an art book. No word bubbles. No, it's not the story. It's just Demetrius art. And then
Yeah,
just
just
like
to kind of showcase it.
then
Yeah.
just like gift him with what you make off that tier, bro.
Oh, 100%. You know, and
You know what I mean?
that's
Just
and
like, go, hey,
Demetrius.
dude, people wanted it. Here's the money it made. We love you, bro.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, Demetrius can speak on it as much as possible. He knows I'm always trying to look out for him too. And I've always told him too is, you know, right now we're in an unfortunate situation with, like, you know, money and all that stuff too. And it's just like I always tell him, you're the first person getting paid. No money's ever going in my pocket before yours. What he's capable of doing is such a beautiful thing. And again, I've grown to the point. I mean, I've said to him as well, and he knows it too, is this is just as much as his baby it is as mine at this point. You know, he's half of the story now. You know, we have one half is the story, the next half is his art. You know what I mean? The visual concept. I know it, you know, it sounds kind of cliche to say, but it's literally, I feel like at this point it's 50-50. The story and characters is half of it, and the rest of it is just his art style and what he's able to bring and kind of showcase as well. It's just like,
I'll give you the 50-50 because, like I said, man, it's like what were you on? Book 4, book 3 when I said put a catch-up tier on there?
Yes, I think 3 is what it was.
Book
yeah.
3. Okay. I didn't know exactly what book 1 really looked like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, came in kind of late, but came in knowing that I liked what Demetrius was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Got the catch-up tier. Was not at all disappointed with the first book. You guys are all like, we're going to redo it. And it's like, I wasn't disappointed. Okay. It brought me right to where I needed to be in the story. And then when book 2 comes in, you're going, damn, dude leveled up. And then book 3, damn, dude leveled up. Right.
Yeah. No,
when it came book 4, right? Where was I? Knocking on your, hey, yo, we
let's go.
Gotta get you out there and get it seen, bro. You know, because I'm a believer. Right, dude's art it's like I said, it's not usually the art that drags pops up in there screaming. It's usually a good story. I'll get the first book, and if I like it, I like the story, then I'm in. You know, the art doesn't have to be great if it's a good story.
And right, and I get that as well. You know, I think it just adds a whole nother layer to Avalon. It adds a whole nother, it adds a bonus. It adds a boost to it. Yeah.
When the art is great, god damn, man, yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's not just, oh, them guys got a great story. I like it. It's like, yeah, that story's good, but god damn, look at that art.
I know.
You know what I mean?
it gives what the beautiful thing though too is it gives it almost reread value. So you go back and there's just like so much stuff to like look at, you know. And like I said, like, and the fact that I'm telling readers too is go back and look. We have Easter eggs, we have symbolism things in there as well. And the funny thing is it's okay. You're not going back and struggling through the art. It's such a beautiful deal. So you're going back with, you know, looking for these little Easter eggs, but also admiring, you know, what he's able to bring. You know, I know I'm fanboying. I know we're both fanboying a little bit over Demetrius too, but it's true. I mean, he had such a unique touch to this genre, and you know, obviously there's some symbolism and some inspiration from some artists as well, but he really made it his own. You know, it just turns into something beautiful too.
The style is solid. The style itself is solid, but then when you add in the page layouts, the way he places the story on the page, dude, like you said, it's like, man, I'm so lucky. Yeah, you kind of are, bro.
Yeah. No, I know it too, and I'm glad I know it. I'm glad I'm not some like arrogant idiot, and you know what I mean. So like I know I'm lucky. Avalon's lucky. You know, it's a beautiful thing to have him part of this journey with us, and you know, again, he adds a whole nother touch to this thing. He really does.
You guys haven't been paying attention. You're seeing something that's new to you. Go check out the campaign links over there in the chat.
Yeah.
You can get caught up. You can get caught up and be down with where everybody else is in the story. And I think next thing out's the trade, right?
Yeah. So the next thing after this would be the remastered of 1 and the trade in 1. We kind of were holding out on doing the trade for this one because of that. And so if anybody had any questions, okay, why are you waiting if it's the last issue? just because we're going to be merging the remaster and the trade into one, because he wanted the art to kind of almost look all the same, kind of going through it and all that. But
yeah, he wanted to make my issue number 1 worth more money. That's what he wanted
because
to do.
because we're done with that. Right, exactly. And the thing is too, and Laurie and Demetrius himself, I think I've said this on, I don't know if I said this on this show before, but I definitely said it with on Laurie when we did the launch and all that, was they both talked me into doing variants with other artists. So this will be the first time as well that Demetrius is always going to get his variant. He's always going to have cover. So we're looking at doing 3, maybe depending on what it is, but maybe 4 covers, variants, different artists as well for this remastered kind of art, interior art. So they both talked me into it, and like I said, I was always kind of adamant. I didn't want. It felt like I was cheating on like my hair barber or something. So
as long as Demetrius gets the A cover.
Yes, yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at it. The guy on the inside should get the A cover.
Agreed.
I mean, you have the B cover, the C cover, whatever, but the guy in the inside is the one you want to sell. This is the art we're selling here. Okay. Anything else that's cool, but it's not the same as what's on the inside.
Right. And again, like, just explaining it too, is like, I felt, again, I always wanted him to do it and all that stuff too, but they both, they had a good argument. And it brings the whatever artist is, that does the variant, brings them into this, and then brings them into the interior art as well, and really showcases Demetrius, and then you could see it. So it's just like, so at that point, since it's benefiting or it could benefit Demetrius, is really the reason I'm doing it. Honestly, I didn't want to do that. I didn't feel like doing that for a long time, but it definitely helped having him kind of explain it to me himself too, and Laurie, obviously.
It also kind of has to be somebody who can complement what he does.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to see like a manga cover to Avalon.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like I want somebody that comes out, get some people that are going to go out there and compliment what he does, and put a blessing on top of what he does.
100%. And I think, I'm going to find people that I enjoy. That's part of this whole journey though too, is like, okay. And it has to be, similar to, not similar because it's kind of hard to be similar to Demetrius, but in that kind of like realm of like art where it's like that realism kind of, artsy kind of cartoony, all that stuff too, but it brings that realistic approach to it as well. But yeah,
gold, and you got a little bling up in there too this time.
Yeah. We had to add the bling in this one. So we have there's the cover B, of issue 6. That's the variant you're going to be getting, the first variant, and this is cover G. We're going to be making a gold foiled print for the standard cover, obviously, and then we got some PDF catch-ups, the physical. This is the supply crate. You're getting all that stuff as well.
Everything in the supply crate. And you can get some original art, and dude, it's all there for you guys. You can get a badge and an ID. You can be one of them cops.
Yes, and you can flash. No, don't flash it to anybody. Don't get in trouble. Yeah, please don't do that because you'll get in trouble. And
don't get yourself in no trouble.
It doesn't look good.
We got T-shirts. We've already reached 1 stretch goal.
What? Yeah. We had 2 stretch goals, and we're actually coming close. I think we're just under $50 here for the pins too. So we're a couple. What is it? I don't remember what I'm at. I think it's at 1704, 1710.
Oh, we're close to the next one.
So we're going to be getting another splat of blood on there too. So let's just keep it going, and we'll get some free button pins there for physical backers too. So
how many days are left on this?
Let's find out together. 13 days. 13 days.
Yeah. We're gonna roll up. We're gonna roll up a few more. 54 backers, and he does have backer rewards based on the amount of people who back. So back 3-4 times with your fake accounts, man.
Yes, all the bots. No, don't do the bots because those are annoying. But thing I was told,
really back it though. I mean, just with your stock account, I mean,
But a thing I was told to add is obviously there's no AI art with what we do. Just to kind of reassure everybody who is kind of watching or wondering as well. No AI, and we're also printing in America, so there won't be any international issues. Kind of getting books and all that stuff. And again, Demetrius, everything you see visually is Demetrius. There's no AI involved in this. This is all with the exception of this one right here. This is the first time we had I had a local guy kind of do this poster for Mrs. Martin. So that's 11 by 17. But everything else, with the exception of that, is Demetrius.
Okay, what's up with Santa? Tell him about Santa.
Santa's a mean boy. Yeah, no, he so with this one we have some extra prints. Everybody that's listened to me in the past as well is when we do these exclusive kind of prints to Kickstarter, we don't sell them online. We only sell them on Kickstarters and at live events as well. We have a few of them left here to kind of offer. That was for our last Christmas issue 3 campaign as well. The first time we're adding it back to a Kickstarter as well. So very, very cool art. It came in like a square. It's a very decent sized square. Again, this was even by accident. I wanted just the head of Santa for a button pin and all that stuff. And he made this whole thing, and I told him to finish it because it just looked awesome. The pencils looked awesome. And the color, even with the yellow on the back, just like kills it, just like pops, the glare and all that stuff too. So beautiful.
It's awesome. The whole thing is awesome, guys. Matter of fact, see that right there, that thing that says $5 next to it?
Yep.
I still haven't figured it out yet.
This one, you didn't figure it out yet? This is the
I mean, I know what it is. I just ain't been able to add it to my thing. I don't know why.
It's not working to your order?
It's just, I don't know. It's like they're not letting me do anything to change my pledge. It's just stuck with what I pledged. You see what I'm saying? I tried to do it. It's not going to happen. Would you just throw you an extra 5? Like.
We'll work something out.
I'll figure out a way to you make money slide in.
Yeah, we'll figure something out, Pops. If I remember, just remind me.
Because I really like that cover, and I'm surprised that that's not what I ordered when I got the catch-up tier.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good cover. It was so good of a cover that I obviously we rolled with that being the variant cover. We didn't want that to be. We wanted that to be almost like the limited one. It's it's nice and all that stuff too. So
and it definitely is. I love the way it's white to black because most of your are black, and they got this little your little lighthouse or whatever that is up in the corner, right? But that one is white with just a little splash of black where that lands. All these is very creative. I like it. It stands out, dude. That's basically, that could be an Image comic. That could be a Marvel comic back in the day when they had awesome covers. You know what I mean? That could be, that stands up with all those.
I agree. Again, I think Demetrius has that. What it takes, art. You know what I mean? Like to be stuff that.
I mean the whole look. The whole look of the cover, the logo, the way you got the people involved, and Avalon. It's like, and then good art.
Are we tricking people with the logo? Does it make it seem like we're sophisticated?
It just looks good, bro. It looks solid. That's what I'm saying. It looks professional, and you guys, you guys. I think you're onto something, Brandon. Just
I hope so. That's the goal.
Just keep doing what you do. Somebody's going to be bothering you to animate it. Demetrius is going to say, oh, no, live action. I ain't drawing all that shit a million times.
No. You'll have to figure out how to move it with just the art I already have. I'm not doing it.
Live action would be good, though, because it's not there's really not that much that you couldn't do just in live action. There's, you know what I mean? It's like,
I agree.
Laurie could direct that whole thing.
Yeah, Laurie, come here. Start working for Avalon too.
No. What I'm talking about is some of these.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Some of these comics wouldn't need $1 million worth of CGI to do it in a live action setting, right? Some of them, obviously, if the guy's flying through the air, you're going to need CGI, right?
Yeah.
But this is more realistic and on the ground.
Yeah,
and,
practical kind of effects, and that's always kind of the argument in today's Hollywood now is just, practical or CGI effects. What's better, and I think practical really holds the throne there too. It just,
I just like live action better than all the
agreed
fake crap anyway.
Agreed. I'd rather see it in that sense too, and that's actually a fun thing that we're going to be working towards as well. Bill and I are going to be writing a short film in this world. It's just going to be like a different kind of viewing of it. Just because. So again, I've said this about just Avalon is keeping things close to us when we're learning new things. We're going to be learning obviously script writing, filming, and all that stuff. Editing. So we want to keep everything close to us. So we already have a backstory. We already have a world that we created. We're just going to make a quick little short story inside this world with different kind of characters in mind.
That's how it starts, bro. And then somebody goes, "Hey, man, can we buy that and make something better?" And you go, "No. You cannot buy it, but you can finance us making it."
Yes, yeah, right, 100%. And that's what I've told people too. How much would you sell Avalon for if somebody wanted to buy it? I'm like, I don't know if I'd ever sell it. I think this is my baby. If it was something else, whatever. I guess if it was another project, but this is too close to me. I don't know if I'd ever.
If you get to keep creative control, right? First up. If you get to keep creative control and they're giving you a whole bunch of money, then maybe.
No, right. I mean, like it's still mine and all that stuff too as well. I feel like okay, give me money so we can put more into it and get things out. Yeah, make things come out on a more consistent basis and all that as well, and distribute it, everywhere. That would be awesome. That would be a great thing.
And Netflix, no,
not
gonna be you.
Right now, I won't say no, but
no, it'll be Madness Entertainment Group, man. We'll be picking you up and putting you on Roku.
Let's do that. There we go. We could do that. I 100% be okay with that.
All right, brother. I don't want you to leave without making sure you got everything out that you wanted to say. So.
Oh yeah, just 100%. Yeah, 100%. We got everything here. Everybody's kind of seen a good glimpse of what we are and what we're about. We have these kind of tiers and all that stuff. We're rolling on another stretch goal here. We have 13 days, and that's basically it. Just keep pushing if you can. If you've already backed, thank you very much for it. Like and share it too. Get it in front of the eyes of other people. But we're already funded. We're happy about that alone, and to have people kind of keep supporting all this, it's a beautiful thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does it end on the 12th or the 13th?
The campaign?
Yeah.
It ends on the 6th. It's a Sunday. The reason...
That's not 13. Oh, yeah, it is. I'm looking at the calendar wrong. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
The 6th. It is a Sunday. That's kind of what I was trying to figure out. On what time?
It's 7:30 p.m. ESD.
Let me see. 7:30. We might be able to do something for you.
Do something for me, Pops. Help me out here. The reason we had to do it on a Sunday, though, too, is because I will be doing a Horror Fest event as well, Friday and Saturday. And so I figured I'm not going to be around for it, so I'd rather do a countdown video in some way, shape, or form. And so I put it on Sunday. But.
We will be competing with the Three Beer Men, but I think we can pull it off. I think we can still pull off a countdown for you.
Well, yeah, you let me know. I'll leave that up to you. And if you can, great. If you can't, I understand.
Well, no, their show goes off at 7:00, but as soon as it's over, it goes into the members.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So people can see it, but it's going to be gone. Yours is a countdown, and we'd be wanting people to watch it instead. So I might put their show, just put it behind the paywall immediately that night. And then, people that want to see it, they pay for the membership. They go watch that. The people that don't want to pay for a membership, they get the Avalon Countdown show.
Perfect.
You see what
beautiful.
I'm saying?
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely down as long as you can make it happen and it's not obstructing anything else. I'm definitely down for it.
We always find a way, bro. That's what we do.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Matthew. That does happen, though. It does happen.
What does that
Just,
mean?
you
What does
know,
that mean? He lost the pledge.
he lost when somebody like backed the PDF and then backed out or something. You know.
Oh.
You know.
Oh,
Look, Matthew, this is it's a tough game to break into, especially when the economy sucks. Okay,
yeah.
it is a tough game to break into, but look, you got a good looking little book, man. We just you just keep doing what you're doing, get to know people in the chats and stuff. Go on a few other shows, not just madness shows. Talk to some of them other people out there too, man. There's a lot of people that promote comics, a lot, So get out there and get seen, bro. All right, Brandon, you already gave me 15 minutes longer than you needed to. So, like I said, if there's any final thoughts you want to make sure you get out there, do it.
That would basically be it. Just, everybody, like, share, help, pledge. If send anything, you can. Doesn't matter. I appreciate everybody who kind of supports us in any way, shape, or form. And thank you everybody who has in the past, and thank you everybody who has in the present. So,
right now, let's see if I can figure this out. I've been trying to get your screen or get your campaign up here for a while. I finally got it on my screen. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video. I'm going to enlarge it and play this video on the way out with our other videos. So if you're just tuning in, you don't know what Brandon's all about, what his campaign's all about, I'm going to show it to you. Brandon, thanks for coming out, brother. I will most likely see you in a couple of weeks.
That sounds good. I appreciate you a lot, Pops. Thank you.
You bet, man. Peace, everybody. We're out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brandon Starocci. I am the creator and writer of Avalon. Today, we're going to be talking to you about our brand new Kickstarter. But before I start today, I have a friend with me. My friend, his name is Bill. Can you help me find Bill? Where is Bill? He's behind me. Bill!
You found me, Brandon.
You can't hide from us, Bill.
Sure can't. All right, friends. Now it's time to get a little bit serious. I'm Bill Dalton, co-writer of Avalon, and we're here to talk to you about our newest issue.
And can you guess what issue that is?
That's right, issue number 6.
But before we get into issue 6 here, let us tell you a little bit about what Avalon is.
Avalon is a post-apocalyptic zombie story following the Castle family on their nightmarish journey to everlasting safety.
Now, we don't follow your typical hero's journey that you've seen time and time again. The main protagonist in the story is going to be the Castle family.
Guys, something that we brought into Avalon that's very important to Brandon and I is keeping these characters very real, very raw. Sad part of today's world is mental health is a very real issue. So some of our main characters in Avalon deal with mental health issues, and it's prominent. It's going to be part of the continuing storyline. And we think that it helps keep them relatable, real, something that you don't see in other films, comics, graphic novels, things of that nature in our genre, in any genre. It's not going to be something that just pops up one issue, goes away. It's going to be at the forefront. It's going to be continuing. It's going to be something people may be able to relate to and things of that nature. So, we hope that it helps you enjoy our comic, enjoy the characters, relate to them in any way, shape, or form.
Us both here are huge zombie fans, right?
Absolutely.
We put our heart, our soul, and everything into the story that we're giving you here today. With that as well, coming up to the finale of season 1 of Avalon with issue 6 here, we have so much to kind of wrap up. There's been a lot of questions in the last 5 issues, and there hasn't been many answers. A lot of those are going to be answered in this upcoming issue here. With that, you have the characters that are still around.
Let's be real, everybody. It's a zombie comic. People die.
It happens. So we're going to be seeing how these characters unfold as they're taking in everything that's happened in the last 5 issues with the small time that they got. All right, so everybody, we ask that you please check out all of our other stuff. We have a website, avaloncomic.com. We're on all social media platforms as well, Facebook, Instagram, X.
Yeah, and on Facebook, get in our fan group. Brandon will post page proofs in there. There's fan discussion, updates for the Kickstarter, all kinds of awesome stuff. So please get in there. Please check us out. Like, subscribe, follow.
We always keep our fans updated. We always keep you updated. And another thing to add before we wrap this up as well, if you go onto our Facebook account, review our comic, honest reviews only. All of the reviews on our Facebook page will be placed on our website, avaloncomic.com as well. So everybody can kind of see what you think about it as well.
Yep. We read every single one. We take them to heart. So please, honest feedback. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Do you have my espresso bean? How'd you get out of prison? Good lawyer. Enough, Doc. Where's my bean? I don't have it. Jimmy's been kidnapped. Help me, and I'll do anything. What's in it for me? Information about your mother. Detective Mickey Potatoes is back, and this time the stakes are higher than ever. A priceless espresso bean is missing and a life is on the line. Join Mickey in an all-ages noir adventure packed with comedy, suspense, and heart. Support Detective Potatoes, Lord of the Bean on Kickstarter, and unlock exclusive rewards. Books, poker chips, minifigures, and more. Back the campaign today and help bring this thrilling mystery to life. Support independent storytelling. Support Detective Potatoes.
Critical blast logistics, getting it done, getting it there. Critical blast logistics, getting it done, getting it there.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands are great.